Well, I'm on the phone with Duane Crawford, the head football coach of the Ellsworth Eagles, as we are every Monday and Friday. And, Coach, a tough game against the Foxcroft Academy Ponies this past weekend.
Yeah, we know going in it was going to be a rough one. We had two of the league's leading rushers out, which didn't help us. They accounted for 400 yards plus in offense the last couple of games each game, and that
being
hurt.
Javon Williams and Connor Crawford.
Yeah. So that definitely hampered us on the offensive side of the ball, and then defensively, it was just not a good showing for us all the way around. I knew that we were going to struggle going against these guys. I mean, we're playing the number one team in the league, but hoping to have a better performance than what we did, and we just kind of went out and we took a couple of steps backwards Friday night, so we've got a lot to work on this week. Well,
and the good thing is, because you're playing Mount View at Mount View and the game is on Saturday, as Mount View doesn't have lights, that gives you an extra day.
Yeah, we got a long week of practice, and we actually have a couple of guys coming back. Jacob Horton's been out with a concussion. He's going to be back with us this week, so that'll give us a little bit more depth, and so that'll be nice. We had one injury with Ethan Desjardins on Friday night. He hurt his knee, so I'm not sure where he'll be this week. So having Jacob back will help, and Connor will be back, and so that'll help us out a little bit too. So we got 5 days to get those guys ready, and hopefully the weather permitting, we get out on the field all 5 days, and so we'll get ready to go against Mount View, and it's a must-win for us. If we win, we're in the playoffs. Probably in fifth, no worse than sixth place, but probably fifth place. So this is do or die for us. We need to go out there and have a good showing and have a great week of practice.
It's funny how the heel points work. Foxcroft is number 1, 5-0. Bucksport's second at 4-1, and then Mount Knockhook is third at 3-2. Followed closely by Dexter, fourth at 3-2. Then you're fifth place at 3-2. Mount View is in sixth place at 3-2. Washington Academy still with an outside chance of squeaking in at 2-2.
Yeah, I saw an interesting thing this morning on Facebook. 7 of the 10 teams in the LTC have winning records. So,
well, it says something about the competition and the competitiveness for sure.
Yeah. So it's we have Orono and Holton, and what was the other team that we've left out of there?
Stearns.
Orono, Holton, and Stearns. Yeah. So yeah, it's always a tough league, and we're all fairly close together. And I think that the top teams, Bucksport and Foxcroft, I think are actually closer with some of the other teams than what people think. So it'll be interesting. I mean, Bucksport actually ended up, it was a close game for a while against Mattanock, but they ended up winning 50-30 or something like that. But Foxcroft and Bucksport actually was a 1-point game, and so I think it'll be interesting once everyone gets into the playoffs, and we'll see where everyone shakes out.
Let me correct Washington Academy. The game wasn't reported against Orono, but I'm sure they won, and so that puts the Raiders at 3-2. So you've got 5 teams tied with 3-2.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's and they did win. I did see something posted. I don't remember what it was, but. So, yeah, close league and a long week to get ready for Mount View, and they do a lot of stuff and a lot of different formations. And I've mentioned a couple of times with coaches, like, wow, how do these teams find so much time to get in all these different formations that they're running? I mean, there's literally 6 or 7 different formations that we have to defend against out there, and they throw the ball a lot, which is not something that we're good at defending. So we have to work on our pass coverage skills and 7-on-7 a lot this week, and it's something we didn't do well against Foxcroft. We did fairly well against the run, but when it came to them throwing the ball, they beat us with screen passes and down the field. I mean, they beat us in every aspect of the pass game. It just was not a good showing on our end at all.
With the game on Saturday, that kind of changes the whole dynamic of the week, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, normally Thursday night we're just walking through what we're going to do for Friday night, and we wrapped up everything for the week and just putting maybe a few finishing touches, and maybe on special teams, maybe moving someone around that we, depending on what we're going to do, kick off or kick return or whatever, or punt. But now you got Thursday and you got Friday, and team dinner is going to be on Friday this week, so that it's that one extra day of preparation. So today it's kind of not a very nice day, although hopefully the rain will be done by this afternoon. But it could be one of those days where you just go in and watch film all day long. But we've got way too much work to do. We'll watch about 10 minutes of film and then get them right out on the field and start working on the game plan for Saturday.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing that also is playing at 1 o'clock. I mean, you're used to, for the most part, playing at 7 o'clock on a Friday night, and it takes on a whole different dynamic to play on a Saturday afternoon.
You do, and you have the dynamic of the bus ride up there. We get on the bus at 10 o'clock in the morning for an hour-and-a-half bus ride, and so you've got that whole dynamic of hoping the kids get off the bus ready to go, because most of them will have slept the whole way up there, and so hope they come up, and you can tell a lot about a team when they get off the bus and what they're how the game's going to go. So if they're ready and fired up and ready to play the game, or if they get off the bus and they're kind of lethargic and don't have much energy and just thinking to yourself, wow, this is going to be a long day. So you can tell the minute they get off the bus and get out and start warming up how the game's going to unfold, depending on what the energy levels are. And you're dealing with high school kids, and unlike us, they're ready to go at 7 o'clock. We're ready to wind down the night, but I'm
ready to take a nap by 7 o'clock at night.
So yeah, it's a whole different perspective and dynamic, and you've got you just hope they prep well all week long and are ready for it. And I'm sure they'll be up for this game, because they know that especially with 10 seniors on the team, they know that their playoff chances dwindle substantially depending on the outcome of this game. So I think they'll be ready for it.
Yeah, 40 years makes a big difference that I have over these 16 and 17-year-old kids.
Yes, it does.
Sometimes I think back and I remember what I was like when I was 16 and 17 and what I could do physically, and boy, I'll tell you, it's a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, best of luck this week, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
Hey, thanks, Chris.